In a world where machines are becoming increasingly more intelligent, there is one outlaw who apparently thinks it's amusing to make the best out of this dangerous situation. Taking all machines with the knowledge of millions of graphic designers, this outlaw will try and prove that he's a better graphic designer than artificial intelligence itself. This outlaw's name? Tom from Dreadlabs. This is Dreadlabs versus the Machines. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that intro. What's going on everyone? My name is Tom from Dreadlabs and I'm a graphic designer / visual artist. And in today's video I figured I am going to see if I'm a better designer than artificial intelligence itself. In the past couple of months I did some sponsored content in which I used some AI generators where I could generate designs, and I got some interesting reactions. Also, as you can imagine, a lot of negative reactions, which are completely fine because I love the discussion here. But a lot of my subscribers seem to be scared that they are going to lose their job as visual artists to AI, which got me thinking whether I'm a better designer than AI or not. Of course, an image generator based on text prompts is incredibly fast and it could be dangerous to the intellectual property of designers as well. However, when you've seen some of my thoughts on this, I used to think that AI was just a tool. I still kind of think it does, but I'm of course not certain what AI brings for the future. But what I just wanted to do today is discover whether I will be losing my job to AI or not. And the way I'm going to test this is basically giving an AI some prompts to generate some images with, and I'm going to take on a similar design challenge myself, and then you guys can decide which one has the best design or not. I'm going to add a couple of rules to this to make it a little bit harder on myself because, for example, as you might know, image generators and AI are really bad at generating text, as well as I'm going to put a timer on myself as well. Because of course the argument can be made that AI generators work really fast compared to a visual artist, which is why I'm going to give myself a maximum of 30 minutes in order to create something. And I hopefully think that it's going to be better than the AI. I'm not sure because you guys will be the judge of that. And of course, if we want to make this into a series, I'm really curious about what you want to add to this video or format in order to make it maybe more fair or more harder to me or whatever. So in the end of this video, if you feel like I maybe made it too easy on myself or I made it too hard on myself, or you want to add some rules or add some things, that's completely fine. Leave them down in the comments because I'm really interested in hearing your thoughts about this video format. So the AI that we're going to use today is Adobe Firefly because it's an image generator, and when you generate images with Adobe Firefly, they will actually only use their own stock images as a base, if I'm correctly, as well as watermarking something that is generated with AI, which I also think is pretty fair considering seeing how many visual artists and illustrators get almost like their work stolen or regenerated of some sorts. Anyways, I asked AI to make the base for a rave flyer with 3 metallic heads looking down. You know, this time I made my own briefing, but then the next time perhaps you can give your briefing in the comments down below so we can use some of that. But that's what I'm going to be working with today as well. So I'm going to set the timer for myself, and without any further ado, let's see if I can generate a better image than AI itself. Alright, so we're in Cinema 4D, which I'm going to start out with, and I'm going to press start on my timer right now. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is grab one of these heads I have in my 3D model library. This one actually, and what I want to be doing is copy. I'm just calling this head middle and copying that, and then I'm just going to put this into asymmetry to create the main composition or the main base or whatever you want to call it. And I'm also just going to set up a camera real quick. And I think the safest bet here is just to go with Octane renderer in order to create some cool materials. Okay, so I created a composition here, and I'm not 100% happy with it, but I think it will do for now because I still have 20 minutes left, so this took 30% of my time, and I need to drop this into Photoshop as soon as I can. Jesus, okay, wait. Alright, texture is kind of messed up, as you can see. Been meaning to do, I think I saw it at 1 minute left, and then I biffed it with the textures. I'm not happy with how these turned out. It looks way too washed out, I think. And I wanted to do a displacement map on the whole thing to make it look like it was printed. But in the end, I'm pretty happy with the result composition wise, considering I've done this in 30 minutes. Other than that, I think it's time to take a look at what the AI did. So I wrote a prompt for this myself, and I am not the best at prompt writing. I've done it a couple of times before, of course, but it's not that I've been training myself in order to do this better. There might be like a prompt writer or someone else who is better at writing prompts for this AI, and maybe there's another engine that works better for this. I just used Firefly because this generates an image that's not available for commercial use, of course. Anyways, yeah, if we take a look at, I made 4 of them, and the main prompt that I was using is blue metallic 3D heads looking down with purple lightning background with flat white text. I added rave flyer in then somewhere, and then I did textures and stuff like that. So let's take a closer look at what these look like. I actually do like some of these 3D heads. I do like them more than my ones because they have shoulders. I didn't have the time to create shoulders, so that's actually pretty cool. I do like how this text looks. It looks a little bit funky. This metallic 3D look on the rave text also looks pretty cool. This one is probably my least favorite. It just looks a little bit too abstract, and it's focused more on the texture, and the texture doesn't really look like a rave flyer, I guess. But that's also because I released the word rave flyer from this prompt, I think. And then with this one, which actually looks a little bit like my own composition, I like how it also tries to type out rave, I think. I'm actually pretty amazed by the results of the AI. That being said, I think this one is my favorite of the 4. Of course, if you want to try this yourself with a similar prompt, or you think you can use the prompt better than I did, and you can actually make an image with AI that's better than mine, or if you don't think that these are better than mine, of course, feel free to do so. Send them to me on Discord, because I'm really interested in seeing if I'm actually better than AI or not. For now, I'm gonna let you decide, and of course, like I said before in the video, if you have any ways to improve this video series, either, you know, making the rules a bit more fair, or you know, having someone use a prompt with me or something like that, please leave your suggestions down in the comments, because I would really like to pick up this series and make this into a full-blown YouTube series where I do more of these, because I really enjoy doing them. Also, if you want to get the PSD file for this rave flyer as well as the Cinema 4D file, feel free to do so by becoming a patron of mine. Thanks to my patrons, I'm actually able to keep up the weekly videos for you guys and teach you more about graphic design and visual art in general. So a huge shout out to all of my patrons, because if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be able to do Dreadlabs full time, which means no weekly videos, sadly. If you become a patron, you get access to all of the project files from all of my tutorials, which includes over 100 PSD files, a 15% discount in my asset web store where I sell textures, vector packs and more, as well as an exclusive role in the Dreadlabs community server. If you go 1 tier up, you'll also get access to exclusive videos such as how to start your own clothing brand, how to make a death metal logo from scratch, how to make Y2K rave flyers, as well as Illustrator beginner tutorials. So if you join the Patreon, you can unsubscribe at any time, and you just get immediate access to all these files as well. So you can also just become a patron for a month if you want to. And if you want to become one, there is a link down in the description. If you don't have the budget to support Dreadlabs, of course that's completely fine, I understand. Leaving a like, comment and a subscribe if you haven't already does a lot for me as well. So with all of that being said, this is Tom from Dreadlabs tuning out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.